Yes, you can refer to your program to learn a little bit more about me, but I can tell you one thing about me right now. I have been here for a long time. Between my undergraduate career, my time here as a theater arts graduate student, and also as a computer science PhD student, supporting my friends that have stood on this very stage before me, I have been listening to UCSC commencement speeches for 12 years. So I speak with some authority when I say that the best speeches fondly reflect on the past while invigorating us for the future, all told through the lens of an insightful yet accessible analogy. So let's get started. So there are many analogies that almost work. School is like an egg incubator. We come in as these delicate little eggs, nestled in the gentle straw of the School of Engineering and bathed in the relentless heat lamps of our professors, their guidance, their criticism, their support, and their wisdom. These perfect conditions motivate us to crack through the shell of ignorance that encases our limited understanding of the world and separates us from a seemingly infinite expanse of knowledge. But the metaphor begins to fall apart when you consider that we have all had to work extraordinarily hard to get to this point today. Meanwhile, the chickens-to-be in this analogical incubator have a pretty cushy job of just sitting around, gorging themselves on delicious yolk, and maybe not doing any work at all besides some pecking at the end. Which, admittedly, does have some parallels with scrambling to get your dissertation and final projects done. And actually, scrambling is largely apt for both the tenor and our vehicle, so, okay. Maybe incubator's a pretty good analogy after all. But I think we can do better. Many commencement speeches liken the journey through school to a movie. Like Dorothy and Company in The Wizard of Oz, we learned that we already had within us what we yearned for most this entire time. But that falls apart almost instantly, because we definitely need all of these fine folks dressed like wizards to open their black bags and hand us our degrees. Because if we had the degree we were looking for inside of us this entire time, then why the heck did I have to take CS201? If anything, Catch Me If You Can, starring one-time Oscar winner Leonardo DiCaprio, is the movie that best captures academic life, since there's a whole lot of faking it until you make it. And you're forever nervous that Tom Hanks is going to out you for being an imposter. Though I'm sure we faced many struggles, be it with the Tom Hanks-esque specter of imposter syndrome, paper rejections, difficult courses, unyielding professors, weather-worn TAs, segmentation faults, or any of the myriad tiny heartbreaks that can chip away our confidence and wear away our souls. I hope that we can find an analogy that captures the good along with the bad. Or maybe our experiences are too nuanced and individual to be summarized with a single analogy. Maybe half egg incubator, half catch me if you can is simply the best we're going to get. If nothing else, the absurdity of it captures the surreal 4 a.m. programming sessions where code you swear was working a moment ago now stubbornly refuses to compile. Perhaps we should cut our losses, accept our Frankenstein's monster analogy for what it is, and move on. And speaking of moving on, many exciting adventures await us beyond the hallowed halls of UCSC. Some of us will go into industry, developing technologies that will be used around the globe. Some of us will go into academia, inspiring new generations of scientists and engineers. I imagine some of you will take a crack at making a startup, to which I applaud your entrepreneurial spirit. Maybe some of you are like me, and you're still trying to figure out what you want to be when you grow up. Regardless of the path you decide to follow, I hope that you can agree to follow your bliss. The world can be a big, scary place. I know. I had to live in it for a year between my grad programs. And it's disquietingly easy to let the weight of it prevent you from pursuing that which you most desire. But to continue quoting Joseph Campbell, the cave you fear to enter holds the treasure you seek. Lean in and move forward, secure in the knowledge that the trials and tribulations you've overcome here have more than prepared you for anything the so-called real world can throw at you. More than that, the critical, analytical, scientific minds you've honed here at the School of Engineering, tempered with a compassion, generosity, and slight eccentricity that only Santa Cruz can provide, makes you not only well-equipped for anything the world throws at you, you have everything that's needed to go into the world and make it a better place. And I gotta say, the world could really use your help. We live in exciting times. Advances in artificial intelligence are moving at a furious clip. The world Go champion was bested by a machine, and the promise of autonomous cars draws ever closer. But these times are also uncertain, and the economic, cultural, and philosophical impact of these technological advances are likely to be of a magnitude unlike any seen before. As the future engineers of the world, it's our responsibility to think deeply about the ramifications of the technology we develop and to never forget for whom we push on the boundaries of the possible. Our friends and our loved ones, our parents and our children. Never stop following your bliss, but never forget that every line of code you write, every circuit you design, every game you develop, every algorithm you conceive has the power to change the world. Though our craft might be software and hardware, our clients, our users, target demographics, beneficiaries, these must always be, can only be, the people of this world and the planet that we live on. It's a large responsibility, but it's one I know each and every one of us live up to. Just watch out for Tom Hanks. Congratulations, everyone. We did it!